You have big ideas for the community. You have big ideas for mental health. What would you like to see in our communities?
I would like to see the resources open up more. One of the things about my practice is that I don't accept insurance. And people may think that that is a limiting factor, and actually, I'm closing up a resource. But in fact, that's not so. Insurance has a lot of limitations on your practice, especially with the pay. When it comes to nurse practitioners, they only pay you 80% of what they would pay a physician doing the exact same role. But not only is that something that is demeaning in and of itself, but it creates this environment where now you have to see so many patients back to back to back in order to make up for that loss financially and in order to keep your head above the water in your own practice. And that's why when you go to a doctor's office, you'll see the waiting room is backed up. They're waiting to see the doctor. When you finally get to see the doctor, you're in there maybe 10, 15 minutes at best with the actual physician or psychiatrist. So when I looked at that model, I said, I don't want to be a part of this model. I want to break the mold. And the one way to break that mold is to not accept insurance. However, I understand that that limits a person's ability to see me. And so, in one way of helping to decrease that or open the availability of the resource is to do what's called a sliding scale, which many private practitioners offer. So another way that I find very unique and what I plan on doing is taking the YouTube channel that I've created, and once it becomes monetized, taking those profits from that channel and funneling it into a fund to help patients who do not have the resources. So there's an application process and there's guidelines for people to be accepted. But once you're accepted, then you'll be funded for 6 months up to a year. You would choose the option depending on your current financial situation, how much you're going to need of that resource. And then that fund will be sent to the practitioner of your choice based on a referral network, which I'm currently building. And so basically, it's going to open up access to mental health care resources without using insurance, without using government funding, with using social media, with using people like you, clicking the like button, hitting share, subscribing to a channel. Here is a resource that we can use together. We can use social media and use it for good, which is increasing access to mental health care services to those who really need it. And so that is the goal ultimately. So no insurance, but in the end, I will be increasing access to mental health care.